Yo, what's up everyone? What's going on? What is going on? It's finally fall. Finally. Cold front came through. It's amazing. It's like mid 60s. It's supposed to warm back up again though, but the next couple days here is going to be just beautiful. Should start the feeding frenzy and the heavy feed bags on the fish. A lot of guys are getting ready for duck hunting here. Deer season both started last week. So a lot of outdoor activities are going on, but I am heading north to go hopefully whack some smallmouth because it's going to be really chilly up there in the 40s. So never know, might fish a tournament or two on a couple lakes, rivers, stuff like that I've fished before, but I don't have a lot of history on, so it's just kind of fun to go out and fish a tournament and let those guys kick my ass. So going into fall, currently this is what I'm throwing right now, getting ready for up there, for down here. This is just a general fall transition period. If you have not seen it on any of my posts, I've been testing my new flat matte crankbaits, jerkbaits, just a clear coat that is flat color, matte color, or sheen instead of a glossy, the high gloss like my normal stuff. So this is just a crawl I put up. It's probably caught 25 fish already. It's got some scars on it, but this was just a test bait. I only did one coat of my normal clear, and then I did a coat of the matte clear. So normally I'm going to do 2 coats and then 2 coats. So it's pretty dang durable so far. This is just a one knocker, 1.5 that I can get in. I sell all these, but that's going to be square bills. Coming up is going to be shad, crawfish. That's just probably one of my number one baits in the fall is going to be a square bill. And of course you've got topwater. I'm hoping I can get on a topwater bite on a couple of the lakes, a couple of the rivers up there. This is a beat the crap, one of my chrome popper 60s with the chartreuse chrome tail. This thing has absolutely been destroyed. It's really loud as well. This is very similar to like a Rico style bait. It is awesome. I've got it paired on a 30-pound braid. So this is going to be a great bait to throw in the coming weeks until it gets really cold. What else we got? Another crankbait, but it's kind of a mid crank. I know guys up north have been catching them on shad and crawfish color stuff like DT6s, DT10s. Dredging a little bit deeper, so I've got a deep crankbait in there as well. But this is my general like river. This is just an old school freaking RC 1.5 DD in ghost minnow. Again, the shad at Lake of the Ozarks, a lot of shad around here are starting to pile up on the banks. So these fish are just hunkered down around them and chewing on the shad. Next up is the go-to spinnerbait. Of course, you always got to have a spinnerbait in the fall. It's probably one of the best, most productive baits to throw. This is just my half-ounce Omega custom one that I did. This is just imitating bluegill. I will probably switch it over to a shad color here soon. Just because our gizzard shads and everything are starting to school up, and the thread fins, they tend to go after just big white spinnerbaits. So I'll go from a half, shell cracker perch color to more of a shad color when I get back home. But for up north, it should be killer, especially on this tannic, like river, lakes and stuff up there. So spinnerbait's always key. It's always such a great bait. In line with the blade baits, everything is, of course, my wake baits. I will throw these until the water gets really cold. I will throw them until probably the low 50s. Just because it's the same thing. You can do this on top water. You can crank it. I call it the wake crank. You can go on the surface, subsurface. You can crank it down to about 2.5 feet if you really want to. But this one's going to get a lot of play up north for some smallies. Just a great fall time bait. I've got probably 30 different colors. So I've got gill colors, I've got shad spawn colors, I've got just crazy smallmouth, largemouth, dirty water colors, clear water colors. I mean, pretty much whatever color you want. I've got goldfish. I mean, if you got colors that you think are gonna work, I will paint it for you. So I've got stuff for the north, south, east, west, whatever you want. So, and my wakes are 16 bucks each. Any color you want. I'm actually got a bunch in the shop drying. I just shipped out a bunch. I just shipped out a tackle warehouse order. So wake baits are gonna be killer. Those are all my moving baits. Of course, I've got vertical stuff like the jig, Texas rig, shaky heads, always good. Especially this time of year, we're always throwing like shaky heads with Zoom-Mag trick worms, brush hogs. It's pretty much the go-to around the Midwest around here. And then of course the half flip jigs, maybe a big football jig or a big Pro Mega 7/8 to go in some deep brush. But those are the general fall time baits that I've got tied on currently right now that I'm going north, because hopefully that water temp is starting to drop. It was 68 last weekend up in some of the lakes, so I'm guessing with this cold front, you're probably looking low to mid 60s, and it's going to continue that way just because it's probably getting me the 40s every morning. So I'm not ready for it, but it's going to be awesome. I'm getting my cold gear out. I've got cold gear in the truck, so hopefully it doesn't blow. I don't care about the temps as long as the wind doesn't blow. So other than that, guys, that's my moving baits, my go-tos on most of my fall transition stuff. Of course, I've got some other baits in there like A-rigs and all that kind of stuff, but those are my go-tos. Top waters, spinner baits, cheddar baits, all that kind of stuff. Square bills also really popular around here. So smash that thumbs up, guys. Post down below what your favorite fall time bait is. Let me know what your fall time bait is. So we'll talk to you guys later.